What's up? This is Brian Welch from Korn, and if you're not in the now,
you're in the nothing.
That's right.
What's up, in the now family and friends? Sitting here with Brian Welch of Korn, here at Aftershock out in California. So, Brian, tell me, it's been a little bit of time since a lot of the Korn fans got to see your face. How's it feeling coming back?
I don't know. Singer, get out of the room. You're making me nervous. Singer's here.
No worries.
No, I'm really excited. And it's been exciting, like, ever since day one, it was last year. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's just, I'm like riding a wave of joy.
That is the best kind of ride right there. So let's think about this. 10 years since Take a Look in the Mirror. We got Paradigm Shift out right now, featuring yourself, of course. So since that time, obviously you've done a lot of things. Korn has done a lot of things. How does it feel playing the music since the time you left Korn to now?
You mean the old songs, or?
Well, the stuff in between, you know?
It's way different. I can actually play a little better because I was so tanked on like drugs and just pretty much just drugs. I only drank to get the shakes to go down, so I didn't drink that much, but the last few years anyway. But yeah, I'm clear. You know, I mostly have just fun. You know, I have a few bad days, bad shows, but not many.
That's not bad. That's not bad. Obviously, you know, it's been a minute since the fans saw you. How do you feel like the fans are receiving you? I mean, you got to get that feedback all the time. So what do the fans say to you, you know, when they see you?
It's really cool because it's like, I don't know, the ones that are still around from the old days are just like stoked because, you know, there's something that happens with me and the other guitar player, Monkey, when we write, and there's a sound that we created that was there in the beginning, and they know that when me and him get together, that sound is like there.
Right.
And so they're really, oh, we're so stoked you're back. And Jonathan every night goes, glad you came out, especially with our boy Head back. And everybody usually screams, so I'm thankful, you know.
Well, I personally had the opportunity to catch you guys at Download. I was actually side stage with y'all.
Download?
Yeah, I was at Download this year for a little brief bit.
Cool.
So how's it feel coming back into that realm, you know, playing these huge festivals, you know, going overseas again and all that? How's it coming back into it? You know what I mean? It's one thing
crazy
to start, you know, small, but you went right up into it, man. 80,000 people plus.
Yeah.
How's that? You know what I mean? Like taking a 10-year hiatus.
It was like riding a bike, you know.
Nice.
Just do it. But it was really exciting, and you know, I did like 2 big shows with my other band in 8 years.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, I didn't have a lot of practice like that, but yeah, I was just like riding a bike, getting back up there, and it's just surreal, you know, all those people. You forget, like, you just kind of forget how much you mean to so many people, you know. So I'm just really thankful now in life. And, you know, before I was like, you know, I wasn't thankful and I didn't appreciate what I had. And I hated myself, so I needed to get away and go find out how to forgive myself and forgive others and all that stuff.
Well, Brian, that leads to the next thing I was going to ask. I mean, obviously you were unhappy for a good bit prior to you leaving, you know what I mean, doing your thing, and I know had your own projects and whatnot. I have to ask, I mean, I know you got you know, the family piece that was the main concern for you. You're back into Korn. How do you feel like with your daughter, for example? You know what I mean, Janae? Like, how's she feel with you coming back into the realm of Korn?
Well, it's
if you don't mind me asking.
No, I'm a totally open book. But,
appreciate that.
When she was 5, she led me out of Korn because she was like that little kid that needed her dad at home.
Of course.
And when she turned 14, she's like, ew, I don't like you, Dad, but I like rock music, so take me to all these concerts. And so she led me back to that concert that Korn was playing, and so she led me out of Korn when she was younger, led me back into Korn.
That is awesome.
And
I got chills from hearing that. Yeah. That's insane.
And it's totally like, you know, it's totally like, I really believe in God too, and I believe there's a time for me to bail out and get right with Him and be a dad, and there's a time to come back and just, you know, reconcile with everybody.
Wow, this is amazing. I mean, this is the reason why I asked, is because, like you said, you're talking about happiness. That is your true your inner happiness, isn't it? You know, your own
Yeah.
daughter. So
Yeah,
if
totally.
you're not feeling it there, you're not going to feel it elsewhere. You know what I mean? And that translates to your fans on the stage. That's what I'm trying to get at. So,
Yeah, man.
So no, that shows well. Well, that's awesome. How do you feel like coming back to like working with labels again? Like I guess you know you guys are with Carolyn Prospect Park. How's that going? Like that relationship? Do you find you're back in the realm there as well? Like where you can make your own arrangements on the tracks, that kind of thing. With this the next album coming out, you know, Paradigm Shift next month.
Yeah.
You know, was it a good working relationship to come right back in?
For the most part, yeah. They just let us loose. They trust us to, you know, we've been doing this a long time. There's a couple things that we, you know, butt heads on, you know.
Yeah, of course.
But the thing that we butt heads on is a really good thing because it's like about picking singles and stuff. And if there's so many good songs that you're having trouble picking singles, and that's a good thing,
ain't it? Yeah, it's better than not having enough.
So I can't complain.
No, that is too awesome. So you're back in the realm, you know, we did the overseas thing, you know, you guys are doing the overseas thing, I should say, and then doing the U.S. circuit here. What are you guys doing throughout the rest of the year into 2014? I mean, you know, do you got downtime again to regroup, keep the circle of happiness going, so to speak, or are you guys just staying on the road, you know?
Yeah, it hasn't been as crazy as I thought it was going to be yet. But it's gonna. When the album picks up, like we're going to do a tour here for the month of October, and then James, he left. I was going to ask if we can mention this other tour, but I don't think we can. But it's a bigger, like smaller arena tour after that with the band, but we haven't signed the contract, so
no worries.
And then we have a bigger tour we're going to do in the spring. We're going to Australia doing the Shockwave. Is it?
I think it's Shockwave. Yeah.
So we're doing it's going to get busy. But
That's
right now
awesome.
it's been kind of chill. You know, it's been like 2 weeks here, 5 weeks in Europe. Just a bunch of one-offs, you know. So I've been traveling. I've been on vacation all summer, like going to visit friends. I don't have a house right now. I'm homeless. So I just go to friends' houses in different states.
It's the best way to be right there. So you heard it here. Brian's coming to your town. He's looking for a couch or a bedroom. Yeah. We got you covered there. So Brian, I got to ask, I know you did a lot of stuff in between. Obviously, you know, Love and Death is another, you know, aspect of your own life post-Korn, we should say, you know. Since Take a Look in the Mirror. I also understood that you did some like almost entrepreneurial stuff, like owning real estate and things like that. Do you find you're still in that realm too, or have you kind of let that go?
Yeah, I kind of let that go.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah. But you know, I'm not opposed to doing that again either. You know, I just kind of wanted to get the drugs out of my life and the greed out of my life. So the money stuff, I just was like, you know, I don't want to work on money stuff. It's just I don't like the way it makes me feel. So I'm just gonna kind of chill out and be normal, you know. And that's what I did. So
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Really good, man. Awesome. Well, Brian, I don't want to take too much of your time, man. Thanks for chilling with us here at Aftershock. But you know, good luck with the rest of the tour and the show tonight. We're looking forward to it. Korn about to rock the stage here at Sacramento, man. It's gonna be badass with Brian Head Welch. So we'll catch you guys next time.
Y'all.
Peace. We'll see ya. Brian and Welch.
Wait a second. What?
What's up?
What do you see?
Has anybody said?
He's kind of standing here.
Has anyone said who you look like?
If it's that killer bitch,
It is us.
the girl that killed her daughter.
I kept thinking, like, who does she look like? She look
What's
like
her name?
Casey.
I can't remember her name.
You just
Yes.
resemble
Are you gonna say
Anthony.
Casey Anthony? But you know what? When
You're not her.
when I have my no, I'm not. But when I have my hair pulled back into the side, like I wear a side ponytail normally, and that's how she wore her hair the entire time through the trial. I was in the grocery store and I'd have old people, like 80-year-old people, in the line behind me, and the old lady's like, honey, she looks like Casey Anthony. I'm like, oh fuck, people are gonna mug me. You know, I'm not her. Like, that's crazy that's what you were thinking.
No, but I was
It's
looking
not her,
at her.
I assure you. She's not incognito working as like a media thing.
Nope.
Trying to work her next victim. I swear.
Okay, good.
All right.